He's got over 1.5 million followers, and they are going to stream this live on Facebook. Please put your hands together and stand up and welcome Dr. Josh Axe.
Awesome. Thanks, my man. Woo. All right, thank you. I am so excited and honored to be here with a lot of fellow chiropractors and people that are changing the health of this world. And I want to dedicate this talk to a late mentor of mine, Charles Majors. Many of the things that I'm going to talk about today are things that I've learned from great mentors from people like him. And so today I'm going to be talking about ancient medicine to heal modern disease. And today, people need the principle of chiropractic more than ever before. So many people today are suffering with autoimmune disease and cancer and a number of health conditions, and if they just turn back and start learning these principles of natural medicine, it could save their life, actually just like it saved the life of my mom. And so for me, my chiropractic story started really early on in learning these natural medicine principles and what not to do. When I was a kid, this is a picture of myself and my mom dancing at my wedding, but when I was a kid in 8th grade, my mom was diagnosed with breast cancer. And it was shocking to us at the time because my mom was my gym teacher at school. She was a swim instructor. She looked like the picture of health, but at 40 years old was diagnosed with breast cancer. And our family lived in what I'll call at the time the medical model. Anytime any of us were sick, we got put on antibiotics and medications, and my parents took drugs, and we were just sick and tired all the time. So when my mom was diagnosed with cancer, we went through the conventional medical system. My mom went and had rounds and rounds and rounds of chemotherapy. And I can still remember to this day walking in their bathroom and seeing the chunks of hair in the sink. I can remember her looking like she aged 20 years in 2 weeks and saying to myself, I never want to see anyone have to go through that again. You know what? Praise God, after going through all of that, she went back to her oncologist and they said, you are cancer-free and you are healthy now. But really, for the next 10 years after going through chemotherapy, my mom was sicker than ever. She got put on multiple medications, got put on antidepressant drugs, anti-anxiety drugs, and she was sick and tired all the time. After 10 years, I actually ended up in chiropractic college. And I got a call from my mom, and she said, I've got bad news. I've just been diagnosed with cancer again. They found several masses on my lung. And the oncologist immediately wanted to go in and do surgery and radiation. And she said, what do I do? And I said, Mom, I'll be home. I flew home. We sat down. We prayed together. And we really felt led to take care of her all naturally. And I was blessed at the time to be surrounded by some incredible mentors, a lot of great natural physicians, some great chiropractors I mentioned like Charles Majors, and getting advice from them, researching myself. And so we completely transformed my mom's diet and her lifestyle and what she was doing on a daily basis. You can see all the other conditions my mom had here: chronic fatigue, leaky gut, anxiety, constipation, Hashimoto's thyroiditis. So we turned to natural medicine. My mom, the first thing we did is brought her to a chiropractor. She started getting adjusted 3 days a week. She started drinking bone broth every day. She started doing several glasses of fresh pressed vegetable juice every day. She was doing lots of herbal supplements and teas, lots of probiotics, and practicing prayer and meditation every single day. After doing this process and program for 4 months, she went back to her oncologist. And he did a CT scan, and he calls us up a couple days later, and he said, this is very uncommon. I've never seen this before. But your tumors, the largest mass has shrunk from 2.5 centimeters down to 1.2. And he said, I don't know what you're doing, but keep doing it, and I'll see you in 9 months. She went back 9 months later, and she was diagnosed as being completely cancer-free and healthy. You can see my mom here now. Her and my dad a couple years ago just retired from Ohio down to Florida. They water ski every single week. In fact, my mom's ran several 5Ks with me in the past few years and finished second and third in her age group. You can see her and my dad here. And she has amazing health. In fact, she says she feels better now in her 60s than she did in her 30s. And so what I'm going to share with you today are these principles that completely transform the health of my mom and thousands of patients I've worked with over the years. And this is really stepping back into ancient medicine. It's what our ancestors did to truly get healthy.
The CalJam Network is your all-access pass to CalJam all year long. The site hosts hundreds of videos and endless chiropractic content. The network is a great resource for anyone passionate about chiropractic health. Visit this newly renovated CalJam streaming service at caljamnetwork.org.